When I was young, my dad used to tell me stories about the stars. I remember him telling me how all the stars in the night sky were no longer there. He explained that they were just suns which had burnt out millions of years ago. All we can see is the light from them, which has travelled millions of miles across the solar system to us. By the time it has reached us, all the stars have already died. Now when I look up at the stars, all I see are ghosts forever haunting a mass graveyard in the sky. I can no longer look at them and see the beauty which I once could. I've tried explaining this to other people, but no one understands me. No one has ever really understood me. Not like he would.
Very much. I'm so sorry about this.
How long do you think it could be?
2 weeks maximum, no longer. I'm so sorry. I'll see you later. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, if I must. Now, you will be good for your aunt, won't you? Look, darling, I'm sorry you have to stay here for a couple of weeks. If I had a choice, it's just until everything's sorted back home, I promise. I promise I'll phone every day. Darling, you know your father and I still love you very much, don't you?
It's getting cold out here. Can I go inside now, Mum?
Of course you can, darling. Go on. See you later.
Nice to see you too.
So, I guess you're going to be staying with us for a while then. Well, we better get you settled in. Have you eaten yet?
No.
No, I don't suppose you would have. It's a long drive. I could do you some oxtail soup.
I don't really eat meat.
You're not one of those, are you? Well, I'm sure I can fix you something. You'll be staying in the room upstairs on the right. Bathroom's on the left. Don't use all the hot water, though. The tank makes an awful racket at night, God knows why. Anyway, you don't want to disturb the neighbours, do you?
Suppose not.
Off you go then.
Evening.
Hi.
We don't normally eat food away from the table.
Thanks.
So, they decided to call it a day then, have they? After all these years, my sister and your father have decided they'd be better apart. I can't say I'm surprised. The last couple of years have been particularly rocky, what with his new job and all. They hardly ever saw each other.
I could still work things out.
Your mother seemed pretty sure it was all over last night.
Can we not talk about it?
Sorry, didn't mean to go on. I was just saying...
Well, don't.
Anyway, how's everything with you? How's your, disease?
It's not a disease. It's an illness. You can't catch it.
You didn't mean anything by it.
I was just talking to your mother about it. She told me you're on some new medication. I've got to make sure you take it every day. After all, we don't want a relapse. David and I have managed to get you into the local school. Wasn't easy at such short notice, but they'll take you on whilst you're staying here.
And you had better not act up like you did at St. Martin's. We know the people at St. Edward's on a personal level.
Not my fault. I can't help it.
Well, let's all just hope that your new medication manages to keep you under control this time.
So, are you ready for your first day?
I guess.
Did you sleep well?
Kind of.
You're not the most talkative person in the world, are you?
I just need a little time to adjust, settle in.
Oh, come on. You don't want to be late on your first day. How do you find your new uniform? Does it fit okay?
A little itchy.
You only managed to get it at short notice. You should be grateful. Was the room to your standards?
It was fine. Although the tree outside kept me awake throughout the storm.
Tree?
Yeah, I think there's a large yew tree right outside my bedroom window. Scraping against the glass.
Oh, I think you're mistaken.
Why?
That tree can't possibly reach your bedroom window. It's way too far back.
Definitely heard something.
Are you sure? It's probably just in your head.
Don't think so. It seems so real.
Look, Anna, that tree can't reach your window. I think I know my own house. And it wouldn't be the first time you've had an hallucination now, would it?
I guess.
Here we are then. You're in Mr. Phillips' class, room 16. He knows about your disease.
It's not a disease.
I know, but people have the right to know. He's promised not to bring it up in front of the other pupils.
Good.
I can't walk you home later. I'm busy this afternoon. Although I'm sure a girl of your intelligence can find her own way home.
Sure, I'll be fine.
Come on, in you go. It's a friendly school. They're used to newcomers. I'll be back by 6.
Settle down. Good morning, you must be Anna. You know, I said you'd be joining us today. Everyone, this is Anna. She's moved to the area for a little while and will be joining us for a few weeks. I want you all to make her feel very welcome. Better have this. It's your timetable for today. You're still having your full week one printed up. We don't really know where to put you yet. You want to take a seat?
Can I take the seat?
Sure. Hi, I'm Anna.
Abby. So, where are you staying?
With my aunt and uncle, the Collingwoods. Do you know them?
Kind of.
I only arrived last night. I don't really know my way around yet.
Oh, don't worry. I'll look after you. Hi. Hey, Olivia. How you doing?
Pretty good.
This is Anna. She's new.
Hi, Anna.
You're staying with the Collingwoods for a few weeks?
The who?
The Collingwoods. But you probably don't know them.
We just had Mr. Baxter cover our biology lesson. Have you had Miss Baxter for a lesson yet?
No, only Mr. Phillips.
Shame. He's really funny. Everyone calls him Baxter the bull bag.
What lesson have you got next?
Maths, I think. It's in room 35 or whatever it is.
Oh, no. If it's in room 35, it's with Miss Briggs. She's actually a witch. I actually think that she might be a witch. And even when I don't have my hand up and I don't know the answer, she always picks on me for the questions and then gets angry because I don't know the answer.
I think I'll just check.
Oh, what kind of bracelet is that?
It's medical. I'm narcoleptic.
What does that mean?
It means she keeps falling asleep.
So you're tired like all the time?
Kind of.
You can't control when you fall asleep.
That's about right. Well, it's meant to. I'm on these new tablets which are supposed to stimulate my central nervous system or something like that. I don't really understand it all. Doctors just spew these confusing words at me. I just nod and pretend to understand.
So what happened with your old medication?
Just stopped working one day.
What happened when it stopped working? Did you fall asleep for a really long time, like in a coma?
Not really. I just started feeling really heavy-headed and would sleep in for longer in the mornings. Then I'd start sleepwalking.
That's so bad. Did you ever do anything really embarrassing, like sleepwalk when you were naked?
Lydia,
hope not.
But how would you know, though, that you were sleepwalking if no one saw you or anything?
I used to wake up in strange parts of the house. Like, I'd go to bed in my room, and then I'd wake up a few hours later downstairs on the living room couch. Once I thought the house was burning down. I tried climbing out the window. Luckily, I woke myself up before I jumped.
Sounds like you're possessed.
Lydia, none of this. It's funny. Have you ever hurt yourself, then?
A couple of times. Nothing serious, just a few cuts and bruises.
Have you ever fallen asleep like at the top of a flight of stairs and then fell down?
No. There was this one time that I fell asleep in the middle of the road. Luckily, nothing was coming, and a man picked me up, put me on the side.
Was he hot?
What?
The guy who pulled you out, was he hot?
He was like 60. That's not the scariest part.
What is?
I used to get these hallucinations.
What like?
It was like part of my mind when I was asleep was working when I was awake. So I'd see all kinds of strange, frightening things. I can't really remember.
Oh, you must remember something.
Well, Butter fingers.
No, don't eat it if it's been on the floor. This floor hasn't been cleaned since like dinosaurs were.
Pick it anyone. It's all right. I think I'm capable of getting myself another spoon.
I like her. She's really odd.
Can you pass me a napkin?
Seem to have a little accident. Did Mummy not teach you how to eat with a fork?
Your name's Anna, right?
How'd you know that?
You were in my class this morning.
Was I?
Yeah, I saw you looking at me.
I was looking at everyone in the class.
Well, it just seemed that you paid particular attention to me.
No, I didn't.
If you say so.
You seem pretty full of yourself.
I'm Josh, by the way.
I didn't ask what your name was.
So how'd you like it?
Like what? St. Edward's? It's all right. Much bigger than the school I attend back home.
How do you like the town?
I only arrived last night. Don't really know my way around it.
I could show you around if you like. Although it doesn't have much to offer.
Nothing much to do around here then?
Not really. Apart from the beach. But to be perfectly honest, it's mostly made up of stones. Although if you look hard enough, you might be able to find a couple of feet of sand.
If I'm quite honest, I quite like small, quiet towns. I'm not much of a party animal.
No, I like a challenge.
Seriously, I'm happy that way.
Well, listen, my parents are away for the week. I'm having a small gathering. Do you fancy coming?
No, it's all right. I'll pass.
Come on, live a little spoil sport. Anyway, it'll do you good to mingle with new people.
I'll think about it.
Oh, if you don't come, I'll come and drag you there myself. I know where you live, Miss Brooks.
Where do you live?
Not far, literally just round the corner. Well, round the corner and then on a bit for another mile and a half.
Well, I better let you go, Kate. I've seen you for miles left to trek.
Are we going to walk together tomorrow?
My aunt will probably want to walk me in. It might be a bit awkward with the three of us. She's not the most joyful of people.
Well, that's cool. Well, we can talk about it tonight. Or else.
Hello?
All right down there?
You stalking me?
Well, technically, as I work here, it would be you that's stalking me.
You work here? How interesting.
It's a family business. Well, sort of.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Look, do you have some sort of problem with me? I mean, do you always just form instant opinions of people?
Sorry. I'm just not used to new people, new places.
Should we start again? So what brings you to this shitty little town then?
I'd rather not go into it. Not with something I don't really know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm staying with my aunt and uncle, the Collingwoods. Do you know them?
Yeah, my dad used to work with David back at the steel plant. I mean, this was before all the steel ran out and they've relocated elsewhere.
I don't really know much about my uncle's past. I've never been here before.
So what's your first impressions?
I've never really been anywhere where it feels like the whole world has stopped spinning.
I mean, we do have a pretty good beach.
Second person to say that to me today.
Say what?
Beach was the only good thing that Abby could say about this place.
Abigail Hartford.
Yeah.
I saw you two sitting together in the lunch hall.
And?
You do realise she's a total bitch.
She seems nice to me.
It's a long story.
An ex.
God, no. But seriously, it's really not that important. I just don't think she's that nice of a person.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Look, I finish work in about 20 minutes. How about I show you around this amazing beach of ours?
Is that your way of asking me out?
Of course not. I'm just trying to be friendly. I like meeting new people.
I don't really fancy hanging around here for 20 minutes. Can I meet you there?
Right, beach is a 5-minute walk that way. Got it?
Cool. I just need to pay for these.
That's £4.80. See you in a bit.
Oh, which part of the beach do you want to meet me at?
Just meet me at the base of the main steps.
Josh, will you stop talking and come and get these boxes down? You are still working, you know.
I think your dad's calling you.
He's not my dad.
You said this was a family-run business.
I mean, he's not my real dad.
Josh! All right!
I didn't think anyone was home. You're all wet.
Sorry, I was in the kitchen. I didn't hear the bell.
Why are you all wet?
I had a little mishap with the sink.
Okay. I just popped round because I realised I never gave you my address.
Huh?
For my party tonight. You're coming, right?
Oh, but I don't think I can make it.
Oh, Anna, you're coming. I'm not taking no for an answer. It'll be good for you. I'm not leaving till you say yes.
Fine, if that's the only way to get rid of you.
Charming. Anyway, my address is 47 Foxgrove. It's just down past the police station. I wrote it down so you don't forget.
I'm sorry. I will come.
Promise?
I said I will.
Good. You might want to put something nice on. The drown look is out this season.
I better go and get out these wet clothes.
I'll see you later.
What are you doing here?
You left this on the beach.
Thanks.
Are you going to tell me what happened? Why were you in the sea?
I fell in.
How do you just fall in the sea?
I just fell.
You can't just fall in the sea. Why did you run away from me when I came over?
Look, I was wandering across the shoreline and a large wave took me by surprise and knocked me over. I wanted to get home and get out these wet clothes as soon as possible. Is that okay?
Sorry, but I just don't believe you.
I don't care what you believe, it's the truth. How do you know where I live?
Well, you told me that you were staying with the Collingwoods, and my dad and David used to work together. Remember?
Suppose you mean the man from the store?
No, because he's my stepdad.
Where's your real dad, then?
He died.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure you're okay and that you got your things, but forget it.
I said I was sorry.
I said forget it. All right?
Anna, you came. Excellent. We thought you might have fallen asleep and forgot.
Very funny.
Just kidding.
Well, here I am. Can I come in? It's freezing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Anna, I knew you would come if I twisted your arm.
I can't stay long. I said I'd be back by 10.
How boring. Well, we better make the most of it then. Drink?
Sure.
What can I get you?
Anything soft. I can't drink alcohol on my tablets.
The one?
Really? I can't.
Mama, orange juice then. I'm sure the doctor won't disapprove.
That's fine. So, who's here tonight then?
Just a few people from our year. All girls, I'm afraid.
Good.
So you're not looking to hook up with anyone then?
Not really.
Maybe he's caught your eye?
No, why?
Just saw you talking to Joshua Roberts today.
And?
You two seemed into each other. Body language and all.
We're only talking.
No need to get snappy. I just thought...
Well, don't. He's nice enough. Bit odd, though.
Now that you two are made for each other.
Uh-huh. What's the deal with you two, anyway?
What do you mean?
He's not your biggest fan.
It's a long story.
That's what he said.
Have you two been talking about me behind my back?
No, it just came up in conversation.
What did he say?
He didn't go into it.
I suppose you'll find out eventually. A few years back, his dad had an affair with my mum. Things got complicated and he left.
I thought you said his dad died.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah.
One day he just upped and left. Josh blames my mum, of course.
What do you mean by complicated?
He started bad-mouthing my mum, saying that she was involved with some bad stuff.
Bad stuff?
God, hon, do you ever stop asking questions?
I'm just curious, that's all.
All I know is he's a liar.
Abby, I'm dangerously close to getting sober.
Sorry, Lou. This is Anna. I don't think you've been introduced yet.
Sort of. You're in Miss Briggs' math class, right?
Yeah, hi.
So, have you started on the overly complicated, overly long homework yet?
No, she went easy on me, with it being my first date and all.
Oh, lucky you. I think I'm just gonna have to start mine in the morning. That's if the hangover doesn't kill me.
That's cutting it a bit fine.
No, it's fine. I'll just Google all the answers. Miss Briggs, she's...
Should we go meet the others? I can introduce you. Hey everyone, this is Anna. She's new in town. Hey. This is Lou, Samantha, Sarah, and Lydia, who you already know.
Abby, this drink tastes off.
Tastes fine to me. Must be your taste buds.
It is just orange juice.
Of course. You think I'm evil enough to spike your drink?
Suppose not. Abby, can I use your bathroom?
Yeah, of course, man. Up the stairs and then to the right.
Abby, I heard something good outside.
So this is an odd neighbourhood.
No, it sounded like children crying out like they're in pain.
What is she going on about?
Out the front, Abby, I think something bad happening.
Probably just kids messing around.
I don't think so. They sound distressed. Can we check, please?
Abby, where was she at? I want.
Yeah. Now, Abby.
Can't hear anything.
Seems to be coming from that direction, I'm sure.
Okay, well, we'll take a look, but I'm sure there's nothing there.
I think your tablet's making you go mental.
I heard it, all right?
Unit, come on. Anna! Anna, come back! Where are you going? Anna, there's nothing here. This is a waste of time and we should be getting drunk. This is my sister's. If there isn't someone dying, you are paying for this stress. Anna! For God's sake.
Sorry. I honestly thought I heard something.
It's fine. Shouldn't you be heading home now?
You're mad with me, aren't you?
I think you should be getting home. I should be getting back to the others. It's supposed to be a party.
I'll see you tomorrow then. I'm sorry if I
got your dress ruined.
Olive?
How did I get here?
How much did you have to drink last night?
I didn't drink anything.
You know you're not supposed to mix medication with alcohol. Surprised it didn't kill you, you stupid girl.
I didn't have anything to drink. Who was that boy that was here last night?
You had a boy in our house.
No, not like that. Little boy dressed in a school uniform.
I think your imagination is running riot again, young lady. So what time did you get in last night?
Last night? What time's it now, then?
7. You'd better hurry up or you'll be late for school.
I knew you'd be bloody trouble. I don't know why we agreed to have you.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing last night?
You've got a cheek. You go off to some girl's house doing heaven knows what, crawl back in at some unsightly hour, and you've got the audacity to ask us what we've been doing.
And you could have phoned to let us know you'd be out all night.
I left a note.
Saying you'd be home at 10 o'clock.
I didn't know where you'd gone. How could I have got hold of you?
Well, you shouldn't have gone in the first place. I don't know how your mother puts up with you. You just don't go off like that. Get a move on, you'll be late.
All right, Anna. So good of you to finally join us.
I'm sorry I'm late. I overslept.
Don't use your illness as an excuse.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I wasn't.
Hurry up and sit down.
Sorry about last night.
You seem to be sorry about a lot of things.
Is your dress all right?
It's ruined.
I could replace it.
Don't bother.
Where's Lydia?
Ill.
Right, class. If you want to form an orderly queue outside, then we can make our way down.
Where are we going?
Are you all right, Anna?
Yeah, just don't know what's happening.
Didn't anyone tell you? We're going on a geography field trip to the beach.
I really want to go down to the beach today.
You don't have much say in the matter. It's a lovely day. It should be fun.
I guess.
Come on. It means a day outside school for you. Try and enjoy the sunshine a bit. Can I ask you a question, Anna?
Sure.
How are you finding it at St Edward's?
It's fine.
Sorry if I was a bit harsh with you when you come in late. It's just at St Edward's, we pride ourselves on punctuality.
Won't happen again.
I'm sure it won't. How are you finding it at the Collingwoods?
It's okay.
You do know, Anna. If you need help with anything at all, you can always come to me.
Okay.
You remember that, won't you?
I will. Hi, I'm looking for Josh. Is he about?
No.
Do you know where I can find him?
Sorry, who are you?
Anna. Just a friend.
He's had to go out of town for the day.
Do you know when he might be back?
Not till later. Do you want me to pass on a message?
No, it's okay.
Hello?
Did that? You made me jump.
Sorry. What are you doing just standing around?
Trying to avoid going inside.
How come?
Staying with my aunt and uncle isn't exactly working out.
They aren't the friendliest of people.
What brings you here?
I thought I'd give you one final chance.
I'm sorry I've been acting like an idiot. It's been a hard time for me.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Do you want to get out of here for a bit?
Come on. How much do you really know about this town?
Not much. Why?
Do you know what happened in the early 19th century?
No.
Follow me.
What are these?
Graves.
You mean people are buried here?
Children.
What?
Each stone marks the grave of a child.
I feel like I've been here before.
When?
I don't know, I just feel like I've been here before. It looks familiar. I couldn't have been. What happened?
It's a long story. Around 100 years ago, this town was a lot smaller. There was only one main road in and out. In late October, it started to snow, and it wouldn't stop snowing. It would snow for months and months, all throughout November, December, and January. By February, the last of the summer harvest was long gone. Nobody could reach out for help. And no one could even get anywhere. People started dying. And the first to go were the children.
And they buried them here.
It gets worse. There was nothing to eat. So they decided to make a decision. A decision that would haunt them for the rest of their lives.
What?
They ate them. The children.
You've got to be joking. That's unimaginable.
It's just... It all happened. I mean, it happened for weeks. You know, nobody could even get out. And sometimes they just started to get a little too desperate. So if a child was weak, then they'd simply just finish them off. After a couple of weeks, the snow had finally stopped falling. But they couldn't leave because they had to wait for all the snow to be settled. Before any of them could leave, they decided that they couldn't let the outside world know what had happened. They He simply couldn't live with the knowledge that the rest of the world would find out what they had done. So in order to keep this secret, they gathered the remains, so the children's bones and the clothes, and they buried them on these moors. It was only through hushed rumours spread down through the generations that kept this secret alive.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's not something this town's particularly proud of. You certainly won't hear about it in the local holiday brochures.
Were your family involved?
Probably. I think all the founding families were, including yours.
Could you stand amongst the graves for me?
You want me in the photo?
It's a thing I have. I can't take a picture without somebody I know in it.
How come?
I don't know. A picture without a person's pointless. Anyone could have taken it. There's someone I know in it. It means more. It feels more real. It helps me connect myself with reality.
I understand.
Do you?
Kind of. Yeah?
A little to your left. I mean, my left. There.
So do you think you're ready to face the dreaded family yet?
I don't think I have much of a choice.
What's so bad about living with them anyway?
Just get the feeling they don't really want me around.
I think it's like that for everybody our age.
I guess.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'd like that.
Unless, of course, you'd rather hang around with Abigail and her entourage.
I don't think we're friends anymore.
How come?
It's not really worth talking about.
It's a shame. She's such a lovely girl. See ya.
Thanks for giving me another chance.
Anytime.
Mr. Phillips phoned. He said you were late. I told you you would be.
He actually bothered to phone and tell you that?
Well, of course. We've known Lawrence for years. He's been telling us all about you. He told us that you're not really fitting in too well, and that you're getting a bit behind with your classes.
I've only been here a few days. I'm still settling in.
Well, you need to start making a better impression. I told you before, we have a good relationship with that school.
I'm sorry.
Do you have work you can be getting on with tonight?
Just a few small assignments.
Well, then you will do them straight after tea.
Come on, finish your dinner. It's getting cold.
Can I sit here? It's amazing how some people in some may decide to dislike you.
What happened between you two then?
It's a long story, but it ends with a dress getting torn.
I'm sure she deserved it.
Is it just me, or is this place getting like a ghost town?
Well, apparently a lot of people have been calling in ill. I guess there's just something going round. I don't get that it always happens at this time every year. I mean, people are moving out of the area and we're always getting new classmates. To be honest, I don't think people enjoy living here that much.
Can't say I'm surprised, it sucks.
Oi, this is still my hometown, you know.
For you.
Yeah, have you managed to do the work on Hardy?
I started it, but I didn't really know what I was doing with it.
Want to take a look at mine?
Please. Can I ask you something?
What's that?
Do you believe in ghosts?
It's not really something I waste my time thinking about.
But do you, though?
Probably not. Why'd you ask?
I've seen some strange things recently.
Like the boy in the sea.
Yeah, and some other stuff.
Such as...
The other night at Abigail's house, I thought I could hear children outside.
That's not really that unusual.
It sounded like there were loads of them and they were crying out in pain. I went out to take a look round, but nothing.
So is that how her dress got ruined?
Yeah, she caught it on a barbed wire fence. There's been some other things, though.
Go on.
I keep seeing this man by the tree in my aunt's garden.
Well, you said you've had hallucinations before. How do you know this isn't just more of them?
I don't. It just feels more real.
So you think ghosts are haunting you?
I don't know. You do believe in that, don't you?
I believe everything you say. Look, if you don't feel like going home just yet, you can always kill some time at my place.
I'd like that.
Although I must warn you, there might be a bogeyman hiding in the cupboard.
Don't take the piss. Is anybody else home?
There shouldn't be. Stephen should be at the shop and Mum's away on business stuff. Shall I take your coat?
Yeah, thanks. You're a true gentleman.
I must get it from my dad. Ian, my real dad. Not Stephen. Would you like a drink?
No, it's okay.
You sure? I was going to make a brew. That's a lot of effort just for me.
Go on then, but no sugar.
You on a diet or something?
No.
You can go through to the lounge if you want. I'll be through in a minute. Just be a few minutes. Water's just boiling.
Is this your mum?
Yeah, that's Emily.
She's pretty. I can see where you get good looks from. What does she do?
She works for some pharmaceutical company. I'm not sure which one, but she's always away on sales trips.
I thought you said you didn't know anyone from outside the town.
Well, she doesn't really get to experience the places she visits. I mean, she's always locked away in some conference or hotel room. To be honest, I think it's quite a lonely life for her.
Does your dad mind her being away all the time?
You mean Stephen?
Sorry, Stephen.
I don't think he really cares that much. As long as she brings in the money, then he's happy.
You don't like Stephen very much, do you?
I just think he's a bit of a dick.
A picture of your real dad, anyway?
Not down here, there isn't. Mum took them all down after his affair. I've got some hidden upstairs, though.
She'd be mad if she knew you had them.
Probably not. I just don't think she wants to be reminded of what he did.
Do you care?
It wasn't right. But he's still my dad, isn't he? I'll sort the tea. If you want, we can go upstairs to my room so I can show you a picture of my real dad.
Is that how you get all the girls to your room?
I just want to show you a picture of my real dad.
I'm only kidding.
So what do your parents do?
My dad works for a finance company. Don't ask me too much about it. I honestly don't know what he does.
And your mum?
She's a primary school teacher.
Is that something you'd like to do?
Not really. To be honest, I haven't really thought about what I want to do for the rest of my life.
If you don't mind me asking, why are your parents getting divorced?
I guess after 20 years of marriage, they decided they no longer love each other.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. What's that?
It's my memory box. Just a collection of things from throughout my life. You know, stuff from when I was little.
It's so cute.
I'm just looking for a picture of my dad.
So what do you think really happened then?
I don't really know. It's all so vague, but I'm sure he discovered something about Abigail's family.
Such as?
I don't know. Before he had the chance to tell me everything, he was gone.
Do you think they killed him?
I can't prove anything. But yeah, I do.
What could he have discovered that was so bad they'd go to such an extreme?
I don't know.
Didn't you think about going to the police?
I didn't have any proof. They wouldn't have believed anything I said.
How do you know Abigail's parents were involved?
Well, he mentioned bits and pieces to me. But he didn't want to tell me too much until he was 100% sure himself. He was just trying to gather all the evidence, and then he disappeared.
Does Abigail know about any of this?
I don't know. She never mentioned anything to me. But it all happened years ago, so I'm sure that, you know, whatever it was, it's over now. Here's my dad.
Jesus.
What's wrong?
I know him.
You can't possibly know him.
I've seen him.
Where?
He's the man that's been standing outside my aunt's house by the tree.
Is this the one?
Yeah. I saw him again last night. I tried to take a photo, but his image didn't appear.
And you're sure that it's definitely my dad?
Sure as I am of you standing here today.
So every time that you've seen him, Ethan stood by this tree?
I've only seen him twice. The first time he moved behind it and vanished. The second time, I was looking out of my bedroom window.
Look at that, about halfway up. It looks like it's been cut open a while back. Now it's just regrown around the edges. Do you have a ladder or a spade or just anything we can use to cut that open with?
Might be something in the shed. Josh, I don't think we should do this. What if there's nothing there? My aunt and uncle are going to kill me.
But what if there is? And I have to do this. Anna, do you have a flashlight?
I'll see if I can find one. What is it?
They won't even believe us.
There's a skeleton in the tree in my aunt's garden. What more proof do they want?
How are we going to tell them that we found it? That the ghost of my dad led us there?
Obviously, we don't tell them that bit.
There's a good chance it won't even be open.
Why not?
It's only manned for a few hours each day.
It's still worth a try.
Told you it's closed. What do we do now?
What about Stephen?
He's not going to believe us. He won't even come to your aunt's house to see for himself.
Where does Mr. Phillips live?
Just round the corner. Do you think he'll listen?
Don't think we've much of a choice.
Anna, Josh, what are you doing here?
Can we come in?
I'm not sure what the head would think of that.
Please, sir.
Very well. Come in. So, let me get this straight. You think somebody's killed your father and hid his body in a tree, which is in your aunt's front garden?
I know it sounds crazy, but if you just come with us and look, you'll see his body there.
Wait here a minute. I'll go give the police a call.
I knew he wouldn't believe us.
I think he does.
Where are you going?
I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're both here now. Yeah. What do you think you're doing?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
It's there. That'll be the police. Wait here. I'm going to speak to them.
So what are you going to tell your aunt and uncle?
I haven't really thought that far ahead. What are you going to tell Stephen?
I might not say anything.
You have to.
Why does he even have to know?
Be in all the papers.
What the hell is going on, young lady?
Why did you call them?
Them? Who do you think you're calling them?
I'm sorry, Anna. Look, you're both being hysterical. There's no dead body in that tree.
Should we go and see them?
Fine. Let's go and prove how delusional you both really are.
Come on, you.
Right, so this is the tree where the bones are meant to be, right? Okay. PC Dels? Rear officer? Thank you. Just hold that ladder, please. There's nothing up there. It's empty.
You're lying, let me see.
You're quite clearly the one who's lying, Anna. Come on inside the house. See what your mother has to say about all this.
You moved it. That's why you called her, so she could get rid of it.
No one has moved anything. You're having an episode.
I saw it too.
And you are a liar, just like your father.
Come on, son. This isn't helping anyone.
You're all in on this.
Don't be stupid. You've imagined all of this. Won't be the first time.
In, now. You ought to be ashamed, wasting police time. You've made a fool of us and yourself.
Get off me!
I think you should both apologise to everyone here.
I'm not apologising to anyone.
I think you've just outstayed your welcome. I'll be ringing your mother tonight to make arrangements. I don't think you fully understand the damage you've caused.
Fine.
What you going to say, sorry?
Fuck you.
I've spoken to your mother. She's going to collect you tomorrow morning. She's very disappointed with you. I think you better start packing.
Shouldn't you be heading home now?
Why, you and Abigail.
We're not friends anymore.
Why not?
I have to go. Stay away from Abby. She's bad.
I think you should be getting home.
What is it? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
I think you should be getting home.
leading me astray. Are you going back home?
Looks that way. She won't. Mum's coming to get me in the morning.
So there's no probably. It's final.
I'm not going back to my aunt's house.
Well, where are you going to stay?
I don't know.
You can stay here.
Where's Stephen mind?
Well, you just have to be very quiet.
Thanks, Josh. Have you got a spade?
Somewhere.
Go and get it.
Why?
I'm going to take a little trip to the beach.
Just wait there a minute. So what do you think's buried here?
No idea, but it must be something important.
Sure this is right?
I think so. Although, it does look a little darker than it did a couple of hours earlier.
Does it even feel like top sand? It's all cold and wet. So it should be dry and dusty.
What does that mean?
I don't actually know. I just think it's a bit strange. Look, there's nothing here. I'm just gonna give up. It's gonna be getting light soon anyway.
Maybe it was all a dream.
Who knows?
It's cold.
Do you want to go home yet?
It's not my home anymore. Want me to go then?
God, no. Is there anything that you miss?
No, not really. Well, I guess I miss my dad. Do you know what stars are?
Just other planets, aren't they?
Do you realise that most of them don't exist anymore?
What do you mean?
It's light takes so long to reach us. By the time it does, the stars have already died. They simply burned out millions of years ago.
It's actually quite sad to think about. Why did they die?
I don't know. My dad used to tell me stories about it when I was younger. Sometimes I feel like, in a minute now, the whole world will just stop spinning. Then everyone will just die.
That's got to be the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
It's just how I feel about life. Well, at least I did until I met you.
Anna. Anna. Oh, when I told you that I was ill, well, there's actually a bit more to it. I'm dying.
So I'll meet you back at yours in an hour.
What will you do if they're in?
I'm just gonna grab my stuff and leave. It's not like they can physically stop me.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you?
It's okay. I think I can take care of myself.
There's someone up there.
I'll get the shotgun.
I suppose you're looking for Anna.
Is she here?
She's gone.
Is there a number I could call her on, or address?
No. I think it's probably in everyone's best interests if you don't come here again.
Hello?
Anna. I thought you'd gone home. I just spoke to your aunt and she told...
Listen. I found it all out. It's all up there in their attic.
What is? What have you found out?
You know what you told me on the moors? They're still doing it.
What?
There's boxes and trunks full of bones and clothes. They killed Lydia. You were right. They killed your dad. You must have found out what was going on and they killed him to silence him.
I don't understand. Why would they still be doing this?
I don't know.
Who's involved?
Abigail's parents, my aunt and uncle. Mr. Phillips, pretty much everyone.
How could you possibly know all of this?
I told you. It's up in the attic. Come on. We have to go before they destroy it all. It's in there.
You sure?
Yes.
to go to the police.
I thought I told you to stay away from here.
What are you doing, boy?
What did you think you were going to do?
We should have done this years ago.
It's okay.
Like father, like son. What the hell was that?
What are you doing? Just shoot him! Bloody shoot him!
Anna.
Buy your movie today. Arzura.com.